Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. He's an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he...
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Now Irving, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. On the wing, James, covered by Barnes. Good! James has got his first basket of the night.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
The drive by Shumpert. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Thompson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And James throws it down.
He powered. Surge that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Curry can't get it to go. Or Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Irving against Curry. The drive by Shumpert. Takes a 3, 6 on the shot clock. Curry with some nice D. Warriors trail by 3. Wasted no time on that one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by LeBron James, and that is good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with David Black.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks again, Doris. Count that one. Barnes has got 5.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Now here's Iguodala.
He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up. Then only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
The drive by James, and it's sent back by Spates.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that style, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
At the line for two.
And he can't hit the second. It'll count. And the release was... And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning... his NBA career after a long and...
There's just a lot more practice time.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. Now Bogut following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 5 now.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success. No. I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff. And Steve has that.
Excellent point. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
Now, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Thompson from long range sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Here's Curry again, Golden State.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Irving kicks to Smith. Thompson a screen on Barnes. Smith kept alive and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough, physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point.
Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. Warriors trail by 5.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And awareness.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And stolen by James. Pass to Love. Thompson dishes to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead. Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Now here's James. He's got 8. Irving passes to James. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. No good from Irving.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
It's Curry outside. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. So it's the Cavaliers now. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Irving. The shot is off, and Golden State will come the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. Mozgov with the steal. Shumpert dishes to James. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
We've seen their free throw attempts stagnate, not getting much going on inside.
And so it's a close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, let's go to you. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Good game for Irving. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Barnes and Green are the forward set. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Bogut in at the center position.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Irving kicks to LeBron, stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Love gets it to go.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Curry against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Curry. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number crossed time for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
to accept that fact.
Nice job, Cavalier girls. What do you say, fans? Give you a pump up now.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
That is good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
A different look now for Cleveland. Verajao comes in for Mozgov. And Mo Williams subbed in for Shumpert. And the Warriors also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Thompson from long range. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 11 points.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Here's Livingston. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And James gets it to go on the assist by Williams. And that's 10 points for LeBron.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Livingston kicks to Azili. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Finish off the break. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
Williams with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Thompson with the bucket.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Here's Livingston, and airballs the triple. That one was way off. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors off their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question of it. Rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Williams kicks to Dellavedova from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Iguodala outside. And the Warriors miss again. Now the dish to Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it. Add another triple.
And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Dellavedova. You got J.R. Smith. Amon Shumpert is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's LeBron James. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency. 12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Just 5 to shoot. James. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Dellavedova, and he makes good on the way up. Dellavedova's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He was definitely not pleased. He said, you guys look lethargic out there, and told them they've got to increase their activity level. He ended the huddle by saying, this is not going to get the job done. I want to see who's going to step up.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry with a wide open look. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a